I have it off right now, and I'll turn it on when I'm ready to share my screen. Sound good? What's up, Reese?
You said that you were going to change the math group.
So nothing really changed for anybody. I just added some people to a group at the end. So there were just a few small updates, and that's it. So nobody really switched groups or did anything. I just added a few and went from there. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right. So I am recording this so that we can get started. And then I'll upload it to our YouTube just like I did for our reading lesson this morning. So has anybody heard of the words standard form, word form, expanded form, or model form? Raise your hand if you've heard of any of those four. Put you in the middle if you've only heard about two of them. Thumbs down if you've heard none of them. Thumbs up if you've heard most of all of them. So I have some in the middle, some down, some up. Okay, we got some. Awesome. So we're going to quickly go through those. All right. So I am going to share my screen on my iPad over here. Share screen to Teams. See if it works. The first time I'm trying this. See if it works. There we go. All right. So.
It does.
It does. It's just a little slow. There it is. All right. So we have many different ways to represent numbers. So if you look at the very first one here, it says standard form. Standard form is just the number itself. So that each digit is in order based on its place. So just place value. All right. So let's see. I want to write in bluish today. So our number in the middle. Who can read me that number in the middle circle? Maeve, I see your hand up, my dear. Sorry, it's hard for me to see hands. Or was it? Is it Sadie? Sadie, did you have your hand up, my dear?
The number is 1,264.
Awesome. So I'll show you how to write that in standard form, just like Sadie said. 1,000. Oopsies. That's a thick pen. All right. 1,264. That is the number in standard form. It's just writing the number so that each digit is in order based on its place. So we have the thousands, the hundreds, the tens, and the ones. Now, what I want to do is talk about the expanded form. Now, the expanded form is writing the number to show the value of each digit. Can anybody remind me of what the value of a digit is? Maeve, now I see your hand, my dear.
It means like if you have like 600, then if you have a 6 in the hundreds place, then you would write 600.
Awesome. So you're absolutely right. So I'll show you this way really quick, and then we're going to do a practice one, and you guys tell me all of the answers, okay? So in expanded form, if we have 1,000, I want to write 1,000. Then our next place value is the hundreds. Who can shout out how many hundreds we have? Shout it out.
200.
200. Nice job. So I'm going to put a plus sign. I'm going to put a plus sign, and then I'm going to put the number 200. So we have 1,000 plus 200. Our next value is in the tens place. So I'm going to write another plus sign. Looks like we have a 6 in the tens place. So we'd have 60 for 6 tens. And then lastly, in our ones place, we have 4. So if we look, we have 1,000 plus 200 plus 60 plus 4, which also translates to the number 1,264. Now the next one, it's word form. It's writing the whole number out in words. So I'm going to have to make my pen size a little bit thinner so I can fit it. So I would write 1,000 264. 1,264. Oops, let me make that 4 a little bit easier to read there. It's weird getting used to writing on the screen. So handwriting is a little off. Bennett, I see your hand up.
It's not sharing your screen anymore for me.
Oh no, if you log out and come back in, I'll let you right back in, okay?
Okay.
Now, we have standard form, which is just the number, expanded form, which is showing every single place value, and then we have word form, which is also showing every single place value, but in words. Last but not least, we have model form. Some people might call it picture form, but for right now, we're going to try and say model form, just to kind of make sure that everybody understands what a model is. Now, our model can be made very easily if you have tangible blocks in front of you. But just like I showed you on the board on Friday, we can also draw it. So if I have 1,000, I need one 1,000's cube. So I'm going to draw a cube. Now I have 1,000. That's kind of a pathetic cube. I told you I'm not the greatest drawer. I tried. Last year's class, I drew a charcoal grill on the board and they thought it was a toilet. I tried really hard, but I am not an artist. So I need some of you artists to teach me. So I have a 1,000's cube. Then I have 200s. And if you remember, the hundreds are our flats. So I'm just going to draw 2 squares. So far I have 1,200. Now I need 60. You remember our 60 or our tens look like this. So I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Last but not least, we have our ones, and those are just the mini cubes or the mini squares that are like this, right? So I have 4 of those. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. And notice how I can tell my difference between my mini squares for my ones and my big squares for my hundreds and my thousands. I put those lines under there to just keep track of it too. So now we have standard form, word form, and model form. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is we have 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes to the group start. Does anybody have any questions over any of these forms? Trying to see little square. I can't go up. Sadie, do you have a question, my dear?
It's not a question about this. What's the thing that says in our week at a glance? 11 o'clock group 1, 11:20 group 2, and 11:40 group 3.
So those are our groups. I sent them out this morning and they're also on Canvas. If you find which math group you're in, and then show up just at that time.
What?
Does that make sense?
Yeah. but
Okay.
what group am I at?
Sadie, you are in group 1. So you stay here right after this and we'll have everybody else leave and then stay for small groups. And then the next small group will come in at 11:20. Okay.
Yeah.
So I know this was very quick and short and we had a few questions, so we didn't get through our second example, but we will do that in our small group time and practice more with that in our small groups. Does anybody else have any questions? I'm going to stop sharing my screen really quick so that I can see questions, hands raised. I saw your hand up. Matthew, I see your hand up too.
Am I in group 1?
Yes.
Matthew. After this, what are you supposed to do?
So if you're not in a group at the time, there's independent work on our math assignment page on Canvas. So when you're not working on your independent work, and if you're done with your independent work, practice some math facts on extra math. And if you're done with that, then you're done with math. Just make sure to jump back in at your group time. Sound good? Nathan, is that a question, buddy?
I don't see at the week at a glance.
What don't you see, buddy?
I don't see math on the week at a glance for today.
See math?
Extra math.
Oh, I don't know if maybe we just missed putting it on there. It's just on our Canvas assignment on there for some independent work. Just an extension of independent work. Anybody else, any questions? All right, so group 1, stay here. Group 2, come back at 11:20, and group 3, come back at 11:40. So, Shua, Cohen, Jake, Nathan, Reese, Sadie, and Maeve stay here. Hannah, Tucker, Venora, Maida, Bennett, Julian, and Matthew come back at 11:20. Luke T, Brady, Luke N, Thea, Litzy, Jude, Oliver, and Mason come back at 11:40. Okay? All right. Bye, everybody. I'll see you soon in groups. Group 1, stay here with me. Great job, my friend.
Bye.